I don't go anywhere without my switchblade. I don't go anywhere without my crew. I don't go anywhere without no protection. I don't go anywhere without my weapons.
Let's talk about this weekend. All right. Okay, let's talk about Saturday. Well, let's just talk about Saturday. Okay, Saturday is going to be the D4 Race to 2 5-man and the D5 Race to 2 3-man. Okay, here we go. It's going to be 13 balls per second PSP, 300 feet per second on the chrono. Okay, the D4 5-man, you're going to get 8 minutes on the clock. That's 8 minutes on the clock. D5 3-man, you're going to get 6 minutes on the clock. There's going to be 2 minutes between points. So there's 2 minutes between points, and you can switch sides. So at the AFPL, what we do is after each point, you switch sides. So if you start on the left, the next point you're gonna be on the right. Okay. What else we got here? Okay, let's track. Okay. You get 1 2-minute timeout per match. That's for each team, but you must call the timeout prior to the 10 seconds before the start of the game. So if it's at 9 seconds you call it, you're not going to get that timeout. Okay, you can concede points, and there's going to be horns in the buzzer. Horns in the buzzer. It's going to be horns in the pits. So in the pit, you'll see a horn hanging on the entry into the field. To find out what side of the field you start on, look at the schedule. If you're first, you're going to be starting on the left side. If you're second, you're going to start on the right side. And that's if you're looking at the field from the snake side to the Drio side. Okay? Alright, what else do we have? Okay, the rules, we're going to be using standard PSP rules. So, spinning, playing on, all that, you can look it up in the PSP, and you can figure out the penalties for that. Okay, ID cards. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of random checks at the start gates. So for a D4 Race to 2 5-man team, you're allowed 1 D3 player on the gate, and if you're a D5 3-man, you're only allowed 1 D4 player. Okay, so just make sure you get your lines good, and make sure there's not more than the allotted players, upper level players on the field. And okay, and also something new with this Chaos Ball, we're gonna actually have the Vendor Olympics. So we want you to come in and meet, Dusty and Carlo from Flecto and Scrub Status. They'll be pitting you against each other, playing I think Connect 4 and Hungry Hippos, or whatever games we can find to win like prizes, shirts and swag or whatever. But yeah, you know what? We really encourage you to come and talk to our vendors and talk to them. They're really cool guys. And that's the end of my spiel. And then I'm gonna turn it over to J-Dub, where she's gonna give you more ways to be successful at the AFPL. Thank you.
Good evening, and welcome to part 2 of the AFPL Walking Chaos event number 1 of 2015 Captain's Meeting. I just want to go over a few details to make your registration at this event as smooth as possible. First of all, big difference for this event is that we do need your Camp Pendleton waiver filled out before you come up to register. That waiver can be obtained online. It's on the playafpl.com/events page, or it's also on the Facebook page, or you could just Google it. It's there. So please fill that out, and have everyone on your team fill it out. Ensure that everyone has it filled out so you can make this process a lot easier. Just throw us a bone. I know you probably fill it out 10 million times, and you probably fill out the electronic one. I get it, but you have to do it for us because this is what they're asking of us, okay? This is a small price to pay in the great scheme of things. So thank you for that. Next up, ID cards. Hopefully, you've gone on a journey to the APPA website where you have uploaded a beautiful picture of yourself and have even paid for it with a credit card or debit card. But if you haven't, hopefully you've at least uploaded your picture, and on Saturday when you come and pick up your ID card, you will be paying cash only. Cash only, cash only, cash only. It's $25. If you do not have $25 in cash only, beg, borrow, do not steal, but get cash, because we're not going to be taking any other payments for these ID cards. It's a lot of work to do payments when we're trying to move people along, so we're not taking any credit card or debit card transactions for this. Cash only. All right. And since we're talking about paying for things, field paint only. We're going to be having APX. Prices are going to range between $35 to $45. For that, I will gladly accept your credit card and debit cards as well as cash. You pay me, I give you a receipt, you go to the white truck, see my friend Curtis, and he hands you your paint, and all is good and well. A word to the wise, our head ref, David Diaz, has a hawk eye, so he will know if you're not using field paint only. So just be advised that consequences will happen. There will be consequences for failing to abide by this rule. So we thank you for cooperating with us for this requirement. We are going to verify rosters before the start of the event, because one of the things that we want to start doing is listing all of the players that will be playing in the videos. So I'm going to be calling up the team captains to make sure that the roster is accurate before starting to play, and just so when I say I need a representative from blah blah blah, to know that that's probably what it's about. So we're starting on Saturday morning with the 3-man division, and so what that means is we're gonna do the prelims first for 3-man, and so what that means is for the 5-man, you guys get to start a little bit later. But the schedule is going to be coming out soon, and just keep in mind that you should be there 2 hours before before your first match, just because we're going to keep moving things quickly, and so we want to make sure that we don't have any downtime or that you don't miss your first match. So if you have any questions about that, please hit us up and we can discuss. But know that you will have a later start time for those 5-man teams. So now we get to the fun part where we discuss the Camp Pendleton Park rules. All right, we ask that you follow these rules. The folks at Camp Pendleton are generous enough to let us use their field, so the least that we can do is follow the house rules. First of all, please pay attention to the posted speed. I believe that speed is 5 miles per hour. Yes? Ish. Whatever's posted, just follow it. Jeez. Alright. Parking will be in the auxiliary lot. The main lot will be blocked off. So you have to park, I've been told, by the porta potties. Right? So, which could be convenient, depending on your needs. And there will be no tents alongside the D-side nets. So all your tents have to be on the snake side and the sides, but not on the D-side. And if you have any questions about that, you can direct them toward the Camp Pendleton Park staff. Lastly, I'm super excited to see everybody. It'll be a great time, and we are think it'll be a great day. So if you have any questions, feel free to come talk to us. Don't bother me during Red Zone. Oh, that wouldn't even be an issue because it'll be only on Sunday. But yeah, it should be a good time. So thank you for choosing AFPL, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Tree groaning and moaning with the ham, the country